all your favorite hats at the same time? Well, we wouldn't either. That is why we suggest you use only what you need. Switch off all electrical appliances and lights in unused rooms. Remember, use only what you need and save power today. Switch and save. Zesco, powering the nation.
Apple Max. Take it to the max.
If a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Mom, this boy is a handful.
As if you were any different.
Then what about a memory? And I'd say a lifetime of stories. Wash away the dirt and not the memories with Boom Bubble Plus washing powder.
Boom, and the dirt is gone.
Introducing the Smart Kicker from iConnect, the most affordable smartphone on the market. With a forward-focus capable 2-megapixel camera, you can't miss out on any of the action. Over 400 hours of standby battery time and 32 gig external memory. That's more than enough space for all your series, music, pics, apps and games. Get yours today from iConnect for a limited offer of only 499 kwacha, including 300 MB iSpot internet from iConnect. The Smart Kicker, available at iConnect. iConnect, make it happen.
The big day, everybody, and tonight we'll witness history in the making, y'all. Maki 2 all the way from Kukopala versus Slapdism and Nizzle. The moment you've all been waiting for. Maki 2 versus Slapdism.
This here's what you all been missing. Monster flows, fire flows, lunga mu kitchen. Flavor ikupa so can you upon a decision? Bigger than us, me and you and the mission.
Down Biggie Man International, you man got see better have to know. Nobody on the corner got swagger like us, but the other one is bigger than us.
This moment is bigger than us.
Yatikurilaku is bigger than us.
Both of us, me and you, is bigger than us. Bigger than us.
Monster Pops are not just big, they're monster big. Try out our Wacky Fusion, Magic Forest, Tongue Painter, and Black Forest. Monster Pops, the biggest pop in town.
Want to just get out of town with your friends and family? Are you having a corporate getaway and have no adequate transport? Then this here is what you need to listen to. A brand new 35-seater Yutong luxury bus is now up for hire at an affordable and negotiable rate. It comes fully equipped with aircon, TV for your relaxation, music soothing your trip, and DVD players to give you variety. Book now by calling 0955 0966 or 977 844 141.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Hey girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Jungle.
A very warm welcome to our main news bulletin. To present it, my name is Mubanga Chimambo. First, our story is making headlines. Prime Television's head of production, Munga Hansingo, has died. Patriotic Front Kabwata constituency joins Shimbaka Mbwili in rejecting Doris Leah in the Patriotic Front. Journalists in Zambia commemorate World Press Freedom Day. In international news, John Kerry remembers attack victims in Kenya. Plus more stories. Stay tuned. With the news in detail, my name is Muvanga Chimambo. Prime Television head of production Munga Hansingo has died. Mr. Hansingo died alongside his wife and daughter in a road traffic accident in Kalomo on Sunday. The accident happened when a Noah bus Mr. Hansingo and his family were traveling in collided head-on with an oncoming Land Rover Discovery. More in the following report.
Hi viewers, Munga Hansingo is my name, the head of production here at Prime Television. I just want to wish all our viewers a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2015.
The hand of death has once again struck. Barely 2 weeks since a movie TV journalist, Priscilla Pakati, died in a road accident in Southern Province, another employee of Prime TV has also died in another road accident in Kalomo. Mr. Munga Hansingo, the head of our production at Prime TV, died around 23 hours while undergoing treatment at Kalomo General Hospital. Mr. Hansingo died alongside his wife, Miss Violet, daughter Luyando, and 5 other family members. The family was coming from Livingston, where they had gone to attend the wedding of their relative. The accident happened when a Noah bus they were in collided head-on with an oncoming Land Rover Discovery, which was being driven by a Chinese national. Kalan Muchima reporting for Prime TV News in Lusaka.
And in some other news, President Edgar Lungu has called for an end to reckless spending in the foreign mission. President Lungu says he was studying the Auditor General's report and has noticed a lot of reckless expenditure in the foreign mission. President Lungu said this during the swearing-in ceremony of Zambia's High Commissioner to South Africa, Emmanuel Mwamba, and Humphrey Kabanda as ambassador to France at State House. The president has urged the envoys to be impeccable in their conduct as they are the mirror of Zambia to the international community. And Zambia's envoy to France, Humphrey Kabanda, has thanked President Lungu for appointing him ambassador to France. Mr. Kabanda said it was his duty to ensure that Zambia has more investment from France. And Zambian High Commissioner to South Africa, Emmanuel Mwamba, has noted that the issue of the misappropriation of resources in the foreign mission as alluded to by President Lungu, was unacceptable and requires urgent attention. Mr. Mwamba said the expenditure in the foreign mission should be done according to the Constitution and the mission's requirements. He said his mission to South Africa is to see more investment to Zambia so that more jobs can be created, especially for the young people who should be given opportunities for school, trade and the transfer of skills. Journalists in Zambia have joined the rest of the world in celebrating the World Press Freedom Day. And journalists have been urged not to lag behind in the digitalization process that has engulfed the world. Speaking at the Freedom Statue, Chairperson for the World Press Freedom Day Organizing Committee, Enoch Ngoma, says journalists need to embrace digitalization through capacity building and ensure that gender issues are given the best coverage. Mr. Ngoma says there's need for government to enact the Access to Information Bill, adding that it is now 3 years down the line since the issue of the Information Bill started. He says it is sad that the media still faces challenges such as harassment from cadres during election campaigns.
This year's local theme of the World Press Freedom Day is Let Journalism Thrive Towards Better Reporting, Gender Equality and Safety in the Digital Age, while the localized theme is Media and Gender Equality in Digital Age. The local theme, Honorable Minister, is important in that it reminds us on how best the media should deal with issues of gender equality in line with the global trends in digitalization. But how can journalism thrive when all media heads in Zambia are men? Zambia should not lag behind in the digitalization process that has engulfed the global village, and we urge journalists to embrace this digitalization through capacity building and ensure that gender issues are given the best but ethical coverage in line with this year's theme.
And Information Minister Shimba Kambwili has called on the private and public media houses to be ethical in their reporting of national issues. He says most times some sections of media houses have moved from ethics and ventured into personal attacks, adding that journalists cannot be entirely blamed as they are only employees working under instructions. Mr. Kambwili says some online newspapers and blogs have transformed the distribution of news from the usual slow traditional media to the fast new media that allows people to receive news on time. He was speaking during the commemorations of the World Press Freedom Day in Lusaka.
Let me say that my ministry is working on a complete media policy that is going to take care of all the laws that are detrimental to the development of the media. And I want to direct my permanent secretary to make sure that in coming up with this policy, all stakeholders are consulted, so that at the end of it all, we come up with a set of rules that are going to be acceptable by all players in the media fraternity.
The opposition Rainbow Party has described the incorporation of Doris Leah into the Patriotic Front as a serious anomaly. Rainbow Party Lusaka District Chairman Luen Shimuma, who is also the former PF Munali Constituency Chairman and Chanda Ward 29 Councillor, said it makes for sad reading to see the Patriotic Front adopting Miss Leah on their ticket to represent them in Petauke. Mr. Muma said while in the opposition, Miss Leah demonized the Patriotic Front and wonders how the party could still settle on her. He says the Patriotic Front risks killing itself for its continued embracing of MMD members. He further notes that the MMD has regrouped and are back in government with the Patriotic Front, judging from what is currently obtaining. On Sunday, Information Minister Shimba Kambwili was quoted by the Post newspapers as saying he would rather sell his soul to the devil than welcome Miss Leah into the Patriotic Front.
It's not true that Doris Leah is joining bad men. The truth is that bad Dora is joining bad men. So it's both bad Dora and bad men in PF who have turned down to destroy PF, the party that was formed by people who love Zambia. I was in PF. When we were in PF, Donna, those are people who insult us. They insulted us. Insulted their levels. And today we are surprised that Donna is now the champion of PF. So my advice to people in PF that are having the love is they should see these people are coming. Because Donna, like people like Donna, they are just coming to destroy PF.
Meanwhile, Mr. Muma has refuted claims that Rainbow officials were intending to contest positions in the Patriotic Front elections at ward and constituency levels. He explains that their officials have no reason whatsoever to contest any seats in the Patriotic Front as they have no business with the party. Recently, over 260 PF officials were barred from entering or participating in the Kawata constituency PF elections on account that they were from the Rainbow Party.
It's not true that people from Rainbow are being infiltrated to the elections that are going on in PF. I don't think that that's true. Let's just start with left PF. What is it that we go back to? PF is a dead party. I don't see a reason why Rainbow should go to play to do it. We have no business with them. The only business that we have is to mobilize the party and make sure that come 2016, as a party, we deliver to the expectations of the Zambians. So there's never been a point where we sent our people to PF elections. That is the first.
You're watching Prime Television's main news broadcast. Just now we go for our first break, but we have more local stories still to come. Stay tuned.
It starts with a single seed. Patience. Dedication. Attention to detail.
I'ma sip it up, everybody sipping, I'ma sip my hell.
It's here. I'ma sip my hell. Eat well, drink well, feel good.
Would you wear all your favorite hats at the same time? Well, we wouldn't either. That is why we suggest you use only what you need. Switch off all electrical appliances and lights in our newsrooms. Remember, use only what you need and save power today. Switch and save. Zesco, powering the nation.
What's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill. Have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Fun. Style. Freshness. Great taste. It's here. It's fun. It looks cool. And it tastes great. Are you ready?
Shake, 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 shake and sip.
Introducing Shake and Sip, the new irresistibly smooth fruity milk. get that awesome crunch.
Now for the rest of the news. The Patriotic Front PF Kabata constituency have backed Chishimba Kambwili for having rejected Doris Leah in the Patriotic Front. PF Kabata Secretary Ignatius Zenton says Chishimba Kambwili was right to have expressed mixed feelings in welcoming Doris Leah. Mr. Zenton says in view of this, it is important that Doris Leah should not be adopted to stand on the PF ticket in Petauke. He says it is time for the Patriotic Front to test Doris Leah's move to join the Patriotic Front as to whether it was based on the truth or not. Mr. Zenton adds that Doris Leah's moral disposition is highly questionable, and even her coming to the Patriotic Front will bring confusion. He was speaking in an interview with Prime Television News in Lusaka.
Well, I'd like to echo the sentiments of the Chief Government Spokesperson, Mr. Chishimba Kambwili, of Doris Leah's defection to the Patriotic Front. First and foremost, discipline is like the soul of an army. Regardless the sophistication of the arsenal, if the army is not disciplined, it will lose the battles. Inasmuch as the President would like to include other people to join the Patriotic Front, it's very imperative that we also examine the people who are coming on board, because they may also destroy the party. Indisciplineness is very contagious, and it will affect the stability of the party should we allow people of the caliber of Doris Leah.
And Mr. Zenton has called on media houses to improve journalists' salaries as the world celebrates World Press Freedom Day. He says failure to give journalists better salaries will compromise the quality of journalism. Mr. Zenton has charged that for journalists to work effectively and professionally, there is need to improve their conditions of service. He adds that it is sad to learn that most journalists work below the minimum wage in some institutions. And Mr. Zenton said this in an interview with Prime Television News as journalists were celebrating the World Press Freedom Day.
Journalists are not well paid almost everywhere across this country, and I implore the media houses to consider upping the standard of the payments for the journalists so that they are motivated enough, because if they are not motivated, it will be very easy for some of us politicians to buy them, and they will compromise news which will to some extent affect the recipients of the news, and that's the citizenry.
Meanwhile, UPND leader Hakainde Hichilema says it is a struggle for journalists to break through the international media because their quality of work is limited by constraints placed on them by the government and their superiors. Mr. Hichilema says the routine use of media for self-serving and personal battles presents a challenge that must be overcome. He has stated that the first step must be a clear commitment from government, opposition, civil society and business in supporting professionalism and independence of journalists and editors. Mr. Hichilema says incidences of journalists being intimidated have become all too common, while editors and their staff struggle to maintain their positions in the face of external pressure. He says the Patriotic Front government should know that the press does not exist only to save their interests. Information and Broadcasting Minister Chishimba Kambwili has maintained that he has maintained that it's only an apology that can make him accept the defection of Doris Leah to the ruling Patriotic Front. Addressing journalists after commemorating the World Press Freedom Day, Mr. Kambwili says there's no way Doris Leah can decide to join the Patriotic Front when a week ago she was quoted in some sections of the media as denouncing the late president such as rule as the West in 3 years. He says this also happened to Chongwe lawmaker Sylvia Masebo, who decided to join the Patriotic Front after uttering some vulgar language against the late president. Mr. Kambwili has also warned Sunday Chanda, whom he said is not in the Patriotic Front party structures, to issue statements against senior party members like him. And when contacted for a comment, Mr. Chanda said he was busy in some named studio. Lupo Social Member of Parliament Lazarus Chungubwalia has expressed happiness at the developmental projects being carried by the Patriotic Front government in his constituency. Mr. Bwalia, who is also a Deputy Minister in the Office of the Vice President, has charged that Lupo Social residents are happy with all developmental projects of roads and the construction of clinics in the area. He says the PF government is determined to bring development closer to the people throughout the country. Mr. Bwalia further says it is in order for any member of parliament to use the CDF funds to develop their constituencies rather than mismanaging the money. He says the PF government will ensure that it works towards developing the country.
But as we start the registration of national registration cards, please ensure that when they come at your polling station, especially those of you that are very far away, people in Mulala, people in Chivaye, those of you that are in Katuta, in Ilundu, Nsolo, and so many other areas, Bulambo, please ensure that you get the NRCs, your children get the national registration cards when these people come at the polling stations. Equally, when the Electoral Commission of Zambia come, let's have a number of people registering as voters, because that's the only way we are going to maintain our lead in terms of votes. So I'm appealing to all of you in Lupo Social, let's work together, let's move together, let's ensure we support His Excellency the President, Mr. Edgar Kachagwa Lungu. Let's support our Patriotic Front, because we are delivering and will deliver quality service and quality products.
And just now we go for our last set of commercials, and when we come back we have some international news. Stay tuned.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. Chipsy potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Mom, can I help you to cook?
No. Remember what I always tell you? Wash your hands.
Okay. Dad, this is a germ freezer. Go, wash your hands.
Good personal hygiene is important at all times. That's why medical experts recommend Romeo Plus medicated soap. It eradicates over 97% of harmful germs. Healthy families use Romeo Plus medicated soap. Romeo Plus medicated soap. Love, care, protect.
Shake, 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 shake and sip. Delicious and healthy for you and your family. Nutrition and identity. Your food is tasty, yeah.
Yonsuna yowama yotelela mushi ilina mafleva yosiyana yonseni yabwino anso ibasa mpamvu kosataya ndawi yesa shake and see yokumwana banjana anza kohonsi basako ambuye na makolo ako ilimbisa tu ikondwesa ana kosataya ndawi yesa shake and see.
Shake and sip when fresh meets fruity.
In some international news, John Kerry has commemorated the victims of Kenya's past and present attacks and offered American support in the fight against an increasingly diffuse but perhaps more dangerous threat emanating out of Somalia. His trip to the East African country coincides with improving U.S.-Kenya ties and sets the stage for President Barack Obama's visit this summer. Kerry led a wreath on Monday for the victims of the deadly 1998 bombing of the U.S. Embassy in Kenya and offered condolences to family and friends of the 148 people, mainly students, massacred at a Kenyan university last month. The embassy attacks in Nairobi and the Tanzanian capital of Dar es Salaam killed 224 people, the work of a rise in Al-Qaeda past 3 years before the even deadlier September 11 attacks against the U.S. homeland. At least 3 protesters have been killed and 45 wounded in Burundi, according to the Red Cross, as demonstrations against President Pierre Nkurunziza's decision to seek a 3rd term in office entered a 2nd week. Pierre Clever Mbonimpa, a veteran member of the civil society groups which called for the rallies on Monday, had earlier said 2 protesters were shot dead in the capital, Bujumbura. The police had no immediate comment but said they would issue a statement later, the Reuters news agency has reported. Leading opposition figure Agathon Rwasa, who threatened to boycott the coming presidential election unless Nkurunziza withdrew his candidacy, condemned the country's police over the violence. And that item wraps up our news bulletin, but as we end, a look at the headlines once again. Prime Television's head of production, Munga Hansingo, has died. Patriotic Front Kabwata constituency joins Chishimba Kambwili in rejecting Dora Silia in the Patriotic Front. Journalists in Zambia commemorate World Press Freedom Day. And finally, John Kerry remembers victim attacks in Kenya. And that's all the news we had for you. On behalf of the entire news and studio crew, my name is Muvanga Chimambo. Enjoy the rest of the viewing.
Words.
Mom, this boy is a handful.
As if you were any different.
Then what about a memory? A lifetime of stories. Wash away the dirt and not the memories with Boom Bubble Plus washing powder.
Let the memories fade away.
Boom, and the dirt is gone.
It's the big day, everybody, and tonight we'll witness history in the making, y'all. Maki 2 all the way from Kokopala versus Slaptism and Nizzle.
Here's what you all been missing. Monster flows, fire flows, lunga mu kitchen. Flavor ikupa sokangiwa panga decision. Bigger than us, me and you and the mission.
Ciao, Biggie Man International, you man got yeah, but they have to know. Nobody on the corner got swagger like us, but everyone is bigger than us.
This moment is bigger than us.
Yeah, Tikuri Lako is bigger than us. Over us, me and you is bigger than us, bigger than us.
Monster Pops are not just big, they're monster big. Try out our Wacky Fusion, Magic Forest, Tongue Painter, and Black Forest. Monster Pops, the biggest pop in town.
You see, I have never fought with a lion. I have never hunted through the forest in pursuit of food. But I do have the fighting spirit. Because for decades, my people fought for freedom. And in 1964, we won. I love to do the Fwemba, the Kalela, the Kwasa Kwasa. I wear Chitenge. So does my girlfriend. I eat crisps, not crisps. I love Nsima, Kapenta, Chihuahua, Delele. I'm Josh, and I'm proud to be Zambian.
iConnect, celebrating 50 years of Zambia's independence. #OnlyFazed. iConnect, make it happen.
It starts with a single seed. Patience. Dedication. Attention to detail.
I'ma sip, sip, sip it up. Everybody sipping, I'ma sip my hill.
It's here. I'ma sip, sip my hill. Eat well, drink well, feel good.
Hey girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Potato sticks, freaky fries. Get that awesome crunch. Fun. Style. Freshness. Great taste. It's here. It's fun. It looks cool. And it tastes great. Are you ready?
Shake, 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 shake and sip.
Introducing Shake and Sip, the new irresistibly smooth fruity milk.
Would you wear all your favorite hats at the same time? Well, we wouldn't either. That is why we suggest you use only what you need. Switch off all electrical appliances and lights in unused rooms. Remember, use only what you need and save power today. Switch and save. Zesco, powering the nation.